Hello? Hi, it's been quite a long time, and I'm hoping it won't be so long again. We're just gonna have this intro song going just for a little bit, not for the whole thing, because I want to play this game. Hi, I'm feeling good enough to be here. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. Pop that YouTube chat. I forgot to do that again. There we go. Alrighty. So if you haven't been on the server and don't know, haven't known where I have been, yeah, I have been going through some code stuff, and luckily it is getting better. That is the good news. Getting to a point where I'm definitely closer to being able to come back to this. Get back to this. I want to be here as a whole thing. I want to be here. I want to play this game. I want to be here with you all. I have missed you guys. And yeah. So hopefully we'll get a schedule going. I've noticed that it will probably be more daytime streams, if possible. That is a big if, though. Have to sort of work out what my schedule is and all of that, but yeah. I think we'll just get into it. Hold on, I gotta yawn. There we go. Yeah, let's get into the game. Stop that music, turn this back on. Alright. Where were we? Oh, yeah, we left off in the creepy dark room that a jump scare is definitely gonna happen in. Let's see. Let's think. Oh boy, American accent. She's more willing to meet us than I expected. It was a bit of my blank access. That iron box proved more useful than I thought. Nice work, Cersei. I'll treat you to more onigiri senbei later. Hold on, I gotta sneeze as well. There you go, short little thing. Oh, that's the same thing. I'm so glad we got a chance to talk with her. Alright, surroundings. This is crazy. This is Sumikawa's home. Even with the lights on, it's strangely dark inside. Nope. Even though it's daytime, the shutters kept tightly shut. You can hardly hear any noise from outside either. Sumikawa herself. So she's a descendant of the last Tashima survivor. The way she dresses makes her look older, but I'd say she's probably around my age. I thought she'd be difficult to deal with, but now we've actually met her. I'd say it's more like she's extremely cautious. The type to never let her guard down. Can't even begin to imagine the kind of life she's led. Still, the fact that she's wearing traditional clothing is actually quite charming. Hardly seeing anyone wearing traditional clothes since coming to Japan, which was a bit of a shock, to be honest. Alright, let's talk about who you are first. Allow me to emphasize what an honor it is to meet a descendant of Tashima. Ooh, that expression. What voice to give you? Who's to say it's even true? I suppose your family must have lived in this town for generations? I moved here a couple years back. Oh? Why's that? It's got nothing to do with the two of you. Ah, fair enough. And if you don't mind me asking, do you have any other family or relatives, Miss Somikawa? Why? Apologies, I was merely wondering if there are any other descendants. No, but I'm probably the only one left. That too will come to an end soon enough. I assume that means she isn't going to have children, or well, we think that she's the same person as Yuza's mother, so does she foresee a disaster in Yuza's future? No more than what I said. Let's talk about the Tama Tobacco first. I'm very interested if she is an immortal, and how, if so, how's it connected? And can immortals even have children? We better wait. She realizes that we're after the Tama Tobacco. It'd only make her more cautious. That makes more sense. That makes sense. Where exactly did you come across the iron box? I followed this map that was in my family's possession. Supposedly it was left behind by the Omni Oji, who sealed away the curse of Taishima. A map, you say? It led us to the iron box. It must have been resting at the bottom of Issei Bay. This is such a valuable artifact, deeply connected to Taishima's lost history. We felt we absolutely had to tell you about it, Mr. Somikawa. Oh yeah. If I may say so, I noticed your interest in the box. Could it be you already knew of its existence? I didn't know it was a box, but I've been told something still remained of the island. That makes sense. Or, ... Oh, also, we can look at the surroundings. At a quick, we can look at the surroundings again, my goodness. At a quick glance, I can't spot anything that looks like a Tama Tobacco in the room. I suppose it makes sense she wouldn't just keep it out in the open. I haven't looked at Cersei. She may look calm on the surface, but I know she must be excited to peek inside a traditional Japanese home. Well, wouldn't an apartment like this pretty old school? I can see why she'd be geeking out, but also it's like all blacked out. Okay, so that means we might want to talk with Cersei later. More about the iron box. Speaking of that box, I don't suppose there was something inside. Yes, inside was a record detailing how Taishima was destroyed, along with information on the curse of the raging waves. Interested to see how she'll react here. Good. Oh, allow me to fill you in on the details. And that sums it up. Such a horrid man, wouldn't you say? Massacring the people of Taishima because he wanted to find a mermaid that bad. The grudges left behind by the events coalesced into two separate curses, and ultimately Taishima was destroyed along with everything else. I'm sure it must be excruciating to hear the tale of how your ancestors' home was destroyed. And even more so if, well, she is an 800-year immortal or whatever. But I believe this story should be passed down so people can learn of Tashima's true history, wouldn't you agree? It was all recorded in that box. I was wondering if that thought led you to have something else to say. Ooh, talk about legends. By the way, you may consider this the curious whims of a fantasy author, but will you be able to elucidate me on some of the stories that are passed down in your family history? Get it? You also came here because you want to ask about mermaids, eh? I think we're too honest here. Alright, you got me there. It's true. But can you blame me? As a fantasy author, it's in my blood. If mermaids truly do exist, then I must sate my curiosity. I knew it. Whatever your motives, you're not getting the Tama Tobacco. I'm not falling for one of your coma schemes. Oh, so you know that already, huh? Okay. Can we talk more? I'm not gonna share the family's legend of Taishima with this anyone. Oop. Alright. You just say that it comas after the Tama Tobacco. They didn't know. Well, he is. That's exactly why I hid it somewhere no one will ever find it. I see. Must be very precious to you then. Well, I'm relieved that iron box found its way to you then. So, do you live here by yourself, Miss Somakawa? That's right. Oh, that's it. Okay, so it is just the iron box again. Is there a curse stone inside the iron box? A curse what? Don't play dumb. There must have been one. Well... yeah. Curse stone? I never heard of such a thing. What is it? Wasn't one then. Got nothing else to tell you. Okay, so we gotta tell her that we lied, unfortunately. There was one after all. I knew it. How about a trade? You two want the Thomas Tobacco, don't you? Oh, a trade? Oh boy, she is very happy about that. Oh, and we're skipping. Wow, I didn't think we'd be going this far out. It certainly shook me when you said we had to take a boat all of a sudden. I think Thomas Tobacco will be in that sea. What an incredible plot twist. My apologies. Guess that's just the writer and me coming through. This is all too thrilling. Sure can talk. Yes, he can. Also, where is Cersei? Did we just leave a 15-year-old girl behind? What in the world, Abby? Believe it or not, I'm actually holding back. I can actually go on and on at great length once I get started. No, it would not. There's no run on it. Where you go, someone's always near. It's always too loud. It's crazy over here. It's evil. It's not this far out. It's nice and quiet. But the sound of the waves, no talking, no irritating vocal commotion. Only fish, swimming without a sound. This is fine. Stop the boat. Okay, now we look around. I don't see anything creepy just yet, though it very much seems like the place where something like this might happen. Somewhere off the coast of Toba City, accompanied only by the sound of the waves and the cries of seabirds. What is that? Is that us? Look, this thing floating right here. Well, it's not in obvious perspective, but what is that? You really had the Tom Tobacco here, in a place with no landmarks whatsoever. And if it's at the bottom of the ocean here, how are we supposed to retrieve it? Miss Somakawa used to be an armor diver. Could she be planning to go down and get it herself? We can't see it. That has to be some sort of mystical spirit thing. Yeah, look. I can't shake the feeling that there's something behind me. Oh my goodness. There is something behind us, but we can't see. Oh. Shikigami. Whoa. So what is Cersei's abilities? Oh, a Shikigami. But someone's name is written on a piece of paper. She can make that paper fly towards that person. Oh, right. So now we're seeing this. Okay. The grateful delivering messages are tracking down someone. I was pretty spooked the first time I saw it, but I've gotten used to it. Okay, fine. I did just go whoa, but not because I was actually surprised or anything. Something wrong. It's nothing. Don't mind me. I wonder if something happened to Cersei? I'd better read the note. Let's take a look. Ran into two suspicious people looking for Miss Somakawa. I drove them off for now, but be careful. Oh, okay. So this is happening a little bit after with Yumiko and Soba was his name? Sodo. Okay. Seems like something happened on Cersei's end. I better stay alert just in case, but I don't think I'll mention this to Miss Sumikawa. It'll only shake her up. Okay. So, what's the trade, huh? Will you tell me when you want to trade for the time of tobacco now? I think it's very simple. You've got the forsaken fish curse stone with you, right? That is a horrifying look. Sure do. Have a good look. The forsaken fish curse stone. Looks like the real deal, alright? You want to trade the stone for the time of tobacco, right? I figured as much. I'm fine with those terms. Let's do it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Oh. Assassin looks. She looks so solemn. I wonder what's going through her mind. Not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned she hasn't still told me the conditions of our trade. Me neither. Same here, man. Especially because we're out here alone. You know, I once had a sister. Her name was Mari Sumikawa. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we know where this is going. So you had a sister. Does that mean she's gone? Died in an accident at sea about 5 years ago. Well, I'd trust it for now. I'd actually trust this because I think she knows if she's saying the name Mare, that's probably gonna get out. I see. My condolences. So that actually was another descendant. You folks seem to be pining your hope. Well, actually, no. Now she's admitted there's another one, so maybe never. You folks seem to be pinning your hopes on me just because I'm one of the descendants. The one who actually inherited our duty wasn't me. It was my sister. Your duty. That's right. The duty of the Taishima bloodline. It's been passed down in our family for generations. Even more, our generation would be the one to handle the 400th year since the disaster. Grandpa always said that was particularly important. Is that because it's like halfway between the 800 years or something? So there was a duty Tashima's descendants were meant to perform after 400 years. I was so young back then. I still had dreams of my own. I wanted no parts in some annoying duty, so I ran away from home the first chance I got. I pushed all that responsibility to my sister, but I know I should have helped her. I see. So that's why his sister was the one who inherited that duty. Goodness. Talk about her duty. This duty you mentioned, was it to break what remains of the curse of the raging waves? I suppose they were connected, but I think the curse would have been a step along the road, but it wasn't a goal. Oh, really? What was it? Well, it was to return the mermaid that was left behind in Issei-Bay Ryugu. That was the real duty of the Taishima bloodline. Return a mermaid? So it's true. There really was a mermaid stuck in Issei-Bay because she couldn't return to Ryugu. That's right. Her name was Sobai. Oh, she's come up in our research, so she was real after all. You see, a sister that took on the family duty. Seems like she actually met Sobai herself. She got to meet the mermaid? After leaving my hometown and making a living as an armor diver, I'd all but forgotten about the duty I'd left behind. I had no idea about what our duty actually entailed. When I finally learned the truth, I was crushed by regret. Regret? Why? No. I doubt she's gonna tell us. Ever since a little girl, I'd always been fascinated by mermaids. Understandable. I've read The Little Mermaid so many times, the pages of the book had started to wear away. I'd see them in my dreams, over and over. Back then, I wanted nothing more than to become a mermaid. So it led me to become an armor diver in the first place. But the true nature of the family duty is only revealed to the ones who inherit it. I see. What bitter irony. But couldn't you meet the mermaid after you learned the truth? My sister took pity on me and attempted to call to meet me once in secret. My sister Mari even shared some of the things the mermaid had told her. But you know, Sobai was a cautious mermaid who never truly opened her heart to anyone but my sister. Me, on the other hand, she avoided. I wasn't even allowed as much as a glimpse. I had the bitter outcome. Mara and the mermaid had grown close as friends. They trusted each other. They were inseparable. But she never once showed herself to anyone other than my sister, not even to a close relative like myself. So she hid away for 400 years. Was such caution really necessary? My sister must have been an incredible person to earn the mermaid's trust. Though I can only imagine how hard it must have been to be rejected by an existence you so deeply admired and longed for me. I moved to Kamishima to be closer to you, all for the mermaid's sake. Then one day she got married and changed her name to Mari Minakuchi. They seemed so happy. Okay. So she got married on Kamishima. So jealous, I couldn't think straight. I ended up lashing out pretty badly. In an attempt to destroy my sister's relationship with the mermaid, I grabbed my family heirloom and ran off. So that's why whoever was looking for it and went to Mare's, and then the relatives earlier that we saw didn't have it. The infamous Tamatabako, yes? Yeah, the mermaid was supposed to take it back to Ryukyu, so the family had carefully kept it for centuries. And so the years went by. Then, 5 years ago, I heard that Mare had died in an accident. That's why I came back to Toba. I thought that maybe this meant the duty would be passed on to me. Of course. By then, our parents and all our relatives had already passed away. There's no one left who knew about our duty. There was nothing I could do. I didn't know a thing. Not where the mermaid was, nor how to call her. I'd given up. But while I was digging around, the man at Coma found out I was a descendant of Kaishima. You see, I was struggling to get by. I'd sold the information my sister had told me about the mermaid. Back then, I was making a living by giving folks a glimpse of the Tamatabaka for a ridiculous price. And that brings us to the present, I suppose. I see. If you are an immortal, then that was probably how you do it. But so, in other words, this is the time the accident your family's duty was never fulfilled, and now you want us to go find the mermaid for you. That ain't it. Dang. I guess it must have been about 3 months ago. I was wandering the coast alone when the mermaid senpai appeared before me. Oh, you finally got to meet her. She told me this. The seal on Ryugu's gateway has been lifted, so I'll be returning. Your sister has done a great deal for me, and I'll ask you to return the Tamatabaka. Wait, what? The veil was lifted? Is that perhaps why the curse of the Raging Waves came active again? What about the Tamatabaka? Did you return to the mermaid? I was so overcome with emotion and excitement, I told her, "Pin the relic. If you want it back, take me to Ryugu." You say, what? Being able to fulfill my duty had been weighing heavy on my heart. But in that moment, that pain was gone. On top of that, I figured the mermaid had come to fetch me. Being able to visit the land of the mermaids would be no greater happiness than that. But somebody simply told me it wasn't possible, and that she'd forfeit the relic. And with that, she was gone. The mermaid's already returned to Ryugu then. Ever since, all I've felt is despair and regrets. I'm completely empty inside. There's nothing left. Aww. About the Tamatabako. But then, the Tamatabako still exists, doesn't it? Sure does, but even with such a fancy name, in the end, it's just the grimy old box. I opened it once. I was hoping there'd be some elixir of eternal youth inside or something, but it was completely empty. I see. Even so, I'd still have to trade for it. You sure? Don't see why, but whatever. It's not like anything matters anymore. I'm just sick and tired of it all. I hope we can do something to help, but it might not be our place. So what do you want in return? I'd do whatever it takes to become a mermaid Oh. Miss Somakawa, don't tell me. You want me to use the curse to be returned to the sea. That's my only wish. No, listen. There's nothing even remotely beautiful about the curse of the forsaken fish. All it will do is turn you into a twisted half-fish monster. Nothing but a grotesque imitation of a mermaid. No, it's fine with me. The curse is the essence of that mermaid's power. I am ready to offer up my life to her. But whatever you do, I'll just be drowning myself anyway. So you won't be dirty in your hands. Oh, goodness. And I hope there's some way to convince her otherwise. All you have to do is use the curse. My wish will be granted and you'd be doing me a kindness. That's all there is to it. Hold on a minute, okay? This is just... The tower tobacco is hidden beneath the floorboards of my house. Please, do this for me. Miss Somakawa, wait. It's already gone. Will she come back up if I just wait? Oh. Very, very interesting. Nowhere to be seen. Of course, she is an armed diver after all. Is it too late to call for help? Will she even accept it? Damn it, what now? What do I do? Could I grant her last wish? There's surely no worse than helplessly standing about as she drowns herself. Right. She was serious about this. She was dreaming about mermaids ever since she was little. I know exactly how that feels. Maybe a curse was sin. I'll honor her wishes by unleashing the mermaid's power. That's how she wanted to go. So this is how the body is discovered. Because they agreed to this, and they used the curse, and this person looks like Mara Minakuchi. This is real interesting. And I say that not faking anything at all, or not using interesting to try and hide the fact that I don't really like it. It is genuinely interesting. This is, but then she must have been found before it happened somehow. I might be the only one who actually understands Miss Somakawa's feelings. If I don't act now, it'd be like denying the final hope and dream. Oh, but we still have control. Can we think again? That's how she wanted to go. It wants me to use it. And unfortunately, you know what? I'm gonna go down to slot 5. Because this is another place where if we have the same ending puzzle as last time, that this might be a place where we come back to don't use the curse. I'm so interested. And there's nothing else. Nothing else for us to do. Okay. Hate it, but I hate pushing this button. Oh man. Oh man. Profiles updated. What a way to end that. Okay, Azusa Somakawa. That's interesting. We get her name now. A woman living in Toba. Although she occasionally does work as an armor diver, it is unclear who she is and where she came from. She apparently showed up in Toba about 5 years ago with nothing but a grubby wooden box to her name and has been living there ever since. As Mara Minakuchi's younger sister, Azusa is also a descendant of the sole survivor of Taishima. Following the destruction of Taishima, the Somakawa line hid themselves away, living for generations in a small village within the city of Shima. The book The Little Mermaid was a constant fixture in the household, a decision made so that the children of the family would grow up with a familiarity with mermaids, and Azusa read it repeatedly as she grew up, the tale feeling a fervent admiration for mermaids within her. Upon realizing that she could never be a mermaid herself, she instead decided to become an alma diver, thinking that it would at least allow her to swim freely through the sea like the beings she so admired. Thus resolved, she left her hometown behind, leaving the family duty, nothing more than a troublesome burden to Azusa, to be handled by her elder sister alone. For all intents and purposes, it appeared that Azusa's wish had been granted. However, upon returning home following her parents' deaths, she was taken aback to learn that the family duty inherited by Mare was, in itself, deeply connected to mermaids. Forgetting how she had pushed the duty onto Mare to follow her own desires, Azusa grew deeply resentful of her sister, accusing her of keeping the mermaid to herself and asserting her right to take up the family duty, but it was too late. Mare and the mermaid had already forged an unbreakable bond that no amounts of words or deeds could undo. Oh, that went farther down than I thought. I don't think. Man, this is such a cool profile of a flawed character so far. It is so unfortunate having to do that though. Following Mare's death, she was finally able to meet the being that had enchanted her for so long. However, her desperate plea for the mermaid to take her back to Ryugu with her was met with staunch refusal, and the mermaid left shortly after, never to return. With her opportunity to fulfill the family duty gone, and her chance of connecting with mermaids lost, Azusa sank into despondency, spending her days in an empty haze. Amidst this despair, the curse of the forsaken fish that appeared before her seemed to be a final chance to have her wish granted. Driven by regret over what she perceived as a life of wrong choices, and consumed by her obsession, she threw herself into Issei Bay and surrendered herself to the curse, ultimately dying due to its effects. Her form, writhing in the agony brought on by her sudden transformation, bore no resemblance to the mermaid she had once admired as a child. Yet it is said that the expression on her face when her body was discovered a day later in Futamigaura seemed somehow content. Wow. Wow. And water droplet? Nope. Okay. Oh, after that. We managed to quietly retrieve the Tama tobacco from beneath the floor in Miss Somakawa's house. All that left was to secure the dream of immortality was to obtain mermaid flesh. Since Soba had already returned to Ryugu, we placed our hopes in the last remaining mermaid, Nagame. But we had to act fast. Otherwise, the coma or even those paranormal and fierce barrel psychics would get in our way. It might have been the after effects of using the curse, but I got sick the next day and had to spend a full day bedridden at the inn. How pathetic. That's when I heard the news that 2 female divers had gone missing near Toba. The fact that I'd been involved in both incidents made me feel even worse. When Cersei heard the news, she just mumbled something with an unreadable expression on her face. I had no choice. There was simply no other way. Or at least that's what I kept telling myself as I struggled to get out of bed. Next day, August 7th, we set out to gather more information on Nagame and the other mermaids. We traveled to Kamishima, the island where Mare Somakawa, or rather Mare Minakuchi, used to live. Got it. And that is your story. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's save again. And man, oh man, I'm loving this game. Loving this game so much, baby. Alright, let's go for advice. Let's go Sato, because Sato, you're the only one that we have not finished. We haven't even really started with Sato's perspective. So let's see. Having grown close to each other, Tsukasa Awao tells Sato Shiranami that she has something important to discuss. Sato, you got a sec? Hmm? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this. Sure, what's up? If you got a problem, leave it to me. Kamashima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia. Well, that's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although I think the walking, talking thing kind of implies you're living already. Either way, I hope you can help. You know that even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I got to help you, Tsukasa. I wonder if they used the word brain cells in the 80s. Right, but you're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, so please don't go dying on me. Thanks for being there for me, though. Come on, let's go somewhere with no one else around, then. Alright, Chuo Street. Oh, yeah, pardon me a moment. Sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions. Are you here sightseeing? Welcome to Kamishima. I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. We're looking for the Wakamura residence. We happen to know where it is. The Wakamura residence? May I ask who you are? Oh, of course. Please, pardon my menace. My name is Yumiko Shiki, a housewife from over in Tokyo. Oh, a housewife? And this here is Soto King. He's something like an assistant to me. My pleasure. Yeah, we are well familiar with you two by now. You must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you? Oh, so it was that way. Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here. Believe it or not, we've been running all around the region. We're quite used to the area by now. Got it. Take care, then. Is something the matter? Are you seeing us? It's nothing. I'll tell you later. We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping. Yep. Yeah, I really do think that characters are noticing us, whatever we are. Or alternatively, maybe it's something maybe it's like the paper butterfly that Cersei made, but they're noticing something. They are noticing something, and I'm guessing that somehow it is us. And Avi definitely knows about us somehow. Like Avi is talking to us at times. Like he is trying to cover it up, but he is. The old man sure gets some unusual guests. There's something about them. Don't you think that's the kind of aura that sorcerers would give off? I know what you're getting at. I've heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying that old man Wakamura is super reliant on some shady sorcererly. They did say they're from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato, let's go. Yep. Alright. Let's head on over to the bay. Oh, I think this is a new track. This is a guitar video. Although I think I've heard it earlier in this game. I guess I was just thinking of Paranormasight 1. The spot should work fine. Oh man, now I'm actually about to talk about it. I'm getting super nervous. Alright. Is there a mockingbird here? It doesn't look like it. This little bay is quite hard to find. Hardly anyone ever comes here, including tourists, which makes it a great place to talk in secret. The sound of the waves and cicadas surround us. It's a typical summer day. Beautiful. Yeah. Now that we're here to talk, she suddenly looks like she can't get the words out. Maybe I should be the one to nudge and ask for my side. Alright. You said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Miss Tsukasa? Well, I do want your advice, but I'm not really sure where to start. I guess this really isn't an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start with another to loosen her up. talk about summer break. I guess I'll be heading back to the mainland soon, now that the Obon holidays are over. Yeah, I have to head back to my boarding school in 3 days, so I've only got the day after tomorrow to take it easy here. Right, time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you. Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days, what am I gonna do? Oh boy. I wonder what it has to do. Oh, Tsukasa, that reminds me. Did you catch that 2-hour suspense drama the other day? Ah, right. You said you were looking forward to it. I didn't see it. Mom was watching a period drama. Darn. That actor you liked had a good part. Turns out to be the killer, though. Oh, come on. So, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it, though. Yeah. Wish we had a VCR like yours. You can record music shows and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing. Not many houses on the island have one, though. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record and keep TV programs is the best. You love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like. Great advice. About that, how do you even put this, Oh, okay, so more about the break, then. Plans you're talking about for the day after tomorrow. Guess it's to get together with the others before you head back. Yeah, that's right. Plans with the zombie and you said. We couldn't give them much time this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a bit left out. Oh, so is that why they were, meeting there? Makes sense. They're pretty close friends. Totally. Even grown up, they still do the dumbest stuff. Just can't leave them be. Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy it without me then? No way! They're the lucky ones to have someone as cute as you come along with me. Really can't get enough of your TV. I think I watched too much. How much did you watch this summer? Well, I guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home. Nice. You should thank Old Man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want. We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. Makes it damn hard for you to keep up with the conversations at school, though. TV's got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame him either. It is pretty fun. Oh wow, still not ready. Okay. Can't believe my summer break's already coming to an end. Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news. Oh, is that the body that was found? It said an armor diver on the mainland went missing. Oh, okay. I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. So that's where we are in this. Apparently they're still searching, but goes to show how dangerous being an armor diver is. Yeah, even I've had a couple of moments out there that have been way too close. When the catch is right in front of you, it's easy to think you can go a little bit further, and end up pushing it just too far. Sounds scary. You be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a little while back, there's that story about old human bones found in the seabed near Toba. Whoa, I never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy. Maybe it was someone who went missing at sea? I just hope it isn't, like, a curse or anything. Well, too bad, but the sea can be pretty scary. Also, with her saying saying that story, and with her, regenerating as we saw earlier, if you are an 800-year-old immortal, or a mermaid, or something, I'm surprised you're that willing to talk about it, with Tsukasa. But anyways, the old Amagram always told us this. We islanders live with the sea. Never forget how fearsome it can be. That's why the Ama divers were charmed to find the proper rites, right? Yeah, gratitude, manners, and restraint toward the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving. Sato, compared to when you first arrived on the island, you've really brightened up. Might be thanks to all the TV. Was I really that gloomy before? Yeah, up till a month ago, it felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. It was like you were kind of depressed all the time. Like, nothing in the world really mattered to you. Huh. I forgot what happened a month ago, if we know that. That's how I came off. Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack good jokes like you do now, either. This you? Way better. Having fun stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. I'll try to keep up the positivity. Alright, so, I'm ready. I'll just say it. Go ahead. Thing is, I think I like someone. Alright, go on. We'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. I want to tell him how I feel while I'm still on the island. Is it Yuza, Azami? Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamishimi's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I, probably know a thing or two that can help, for sure. Hey, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but I can tell you mean it. Thanks. Hey, just don't really know what to do. So, which of the two is the lucky guy? Who do you mean? No way. Don't tell me you think I like Azami or Yuza. You mean it's not one of them? Me falling for one of them? Not a chance. They're basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them. Oh, sorry, I just assumed. I call myself the encyclopedia, but I guess I really don't know anything. It's so embarrassing. I'm gonna go die now. Whoa, don't sweat it, really. No dying. So who is it? No point dragging it out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro. Oh, it's Rockabura's son. I see. Sincere, smart, pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, but he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid. I figured he'd never be interested. Now I go to school in the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as an autodidact. I think he might see me as more of an adult now. More than before, anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. So you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island? Maybe it's all just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up. You know, then tell him. I'm with you. Staying with the Wakamuras right now, yeah? Know anything about him that might help? Oh, I'm afraid this encyclopedia might not have that kind of info. You don't have much info at all, do you? I mean, he's honestly not homeless at the time, so there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do. Checking in on folks all over the island. Like, I don't suppose, you know, if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or anything? I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo's packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him won't be left alone for long. From what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with any. Then what about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get? Let me think. Sorry, nothing's coming to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. Come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with me is more than enough. I can see why, if he is an 800-year-old immortal, I can see why the people writing this game would have her use that phrase. You gotta stop joking about dying like that. Oh, Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now, and we can plan from there. How does that sound? Ooh, sounds good. Thanks so much, Sato. Okay, August 6th, 1980X, afternoon. So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, and in the end, writing a love letter and handing to him is the best call. That's the plan, yeah? Yep. Since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. Classic method. I like it. Heading out to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, but it's looking good. Alrighty, then I'll ask him to come to the bay a little afternoon. That work for you? Yeah, just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course. Fix it up, even if it kills me. Thanks. I'll write it even if it kills me too. I'm already so nervous. Hey, you two over there. Is that what I think it is? There it is. It is! It's Shotaro! Oh, wow. Speak of the devil. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Oh, he's totally glowing as usual. Something wrong? Have you seen a zombie? He didn't show up to today's association meeting. Oh, right. Oh, so this is the day. See, I haven't seen him today. I think I know where he is, so I'll go get him. You do? You can count on you, Sakasa. I'll let you handle it then. Sure, no problem. Oh man, he called me by my name. I'm so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's. First off, let's find those two. But they're up at the Kantakisha ruins. Let's go, Sato. Right behind you. Interesting. So that doesn't unlock anything new for you, but okay, so that is something I want to do here. So that leads into this. I hope that once we get these all out, that we have these separated by the actual time of day. Because that was really helpful in Paranormasight 1. Anyways, sacrifice. Sata Hiranami, a mysterious girl with an unknown background who arrived on Kamishima several months ago, returns to the home of Shinobu Wakamura, where she's staying, after having been out all morning. Oh, Kamishima pendant, awesome. Oh, Mr. Wakamura, good morning. That's how you're back. Where have you been? I've been helping out at City's place. And that thing you got there. Did Suyu give you that? Oh, this hand mirror? I just ran into Kikiko down the road. She gave it to me. Fine, no matter. You got a moment. Got something important to discuss. Oh, alright. Flag, yeah! Kanishimaru! Woo! Their classic souvenir tourist spots all over the country. This one is apparently put up by Kikiko. He just wouldn't take no for an answer. Gotta be a Mockingbird sticker here somewhere. Actually, let's see if taking a look at the surroundings helps. Mr. Wakamura, the head of the family, and his son Shotaro, are the only two actually living in this house now. Oh, and me, I suppose. Just freeloading here. The family's main home has already moved over to the mainland, so everyone else lives over there. This house is only used when they're staying on the island. Mr. Wakamura only comes a few days a week, and Shotaro usually lives alone in Tokyo. So honestly, I've been here alone more often than not. This is where Mr. Wakamura grew up. Apparently it's been kept much as it was, no major renovations. For someone in such a high position, the place really isn't all that fancy. It's not so different from any other homes on the island. People like that about it. It makes them feel more approachable. Hey, there it is. Mockingbird number 10. What's he called? Cloak and Blubber. Behind the Kamishima poster. Oh. We might have to go back to Issei City for that one. Alright, entrance. It's the entrance to the house. People stop by every day whenever Mr. Wakamura is home. If someone needs help and wants some advice, they often come here to see the Wakamuras. Wakamuras have a lot of social obligations, so they usually eat out. At least the kitchen doesn't see much use these days. I'm probably the one who uses it the most. Even then, I don't cook anything fancy. I mostly just fillet fish. We get fresh seafood often, so I'm getting better at filleting by the day. It tastes so good. That might be a little off. If you're an 800-year-old immortal, you probably know how to cook. Who knows, maybe you only became one very recently. Despite the house often being empty, the household shrine is always kept neat and tidy. Alright, let's talk. So, it's been, what, 3 months since you arrived? Sounds about right. Gotten used to life here by now, I expect? I don't suppose you remember anything yet. No, nothing yet. Still unsure who you are then. Oh. So we are an 800-year-old immortal? We have, like, amnesia? Is that it? Let's think back a bit. About 3 months ago, the night of the Earth. Oh! I happened to pass by the bay. where I found you, washed up on the shore. I still can't remember how that came to be. You scared me good, I'll tell you that. Grabbed a blanket and carried you back here right away. Even after you woke up, you didn't remember anything but your name. You didn't have any belongings either. It was like you had run from something. Nothing at all. Not even clothes. So sorry you had to find me like that. Yeah, so we've got to be either some sort of mermaid or 800-year-old immortal or both. Not to mention that you didn't seem to know a thing about everyday life. Maybe you grew up way out in the hills or were overly sheltered. But you couldn't even put on clothes properly. You didn't know how to turn the lights on. Was it as if you didn't know the first damn thing? Yeah, okay, so definitely leaning on the side of Mermaid now. Yes, but since then, I've watched loads of TV. I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed at how fast I managed to pick everything up. Either way, figured you were a special case. There had to be some special circumstances. So I decided to say you were a relative of mine and kept you here until you remembered something. Yet, you still haven't remembered a thing. Right, I'm sorry for all the trouble. You haven't investigated him yet. This is Shinobu Wakamura, who was kind enough to take me in when I was found here. He holds a bunch of posts both on and off the island, and from what I hear, has a lot of it. First glance, he looked a bit intimidating, and I've also heard him shouting at subordinates over the phone, so, well, I guess he can actually be rather intimidating too. But with me, he's never been harsh. He's always very generous and patient. That's nice. Always different sides to people. I was really hoping you'd have remembered something by now. I'm running out of time. I need to move on. Running out of time? Sorry, Sato. There's something I need you to do. Me? But I can hardly do anything right. Yes, you. Let's stop dancing around it. I had a reason for taking you in. Probably because he knows. Put it plainly, Sato. You aren't human, are you? Huh? Where did that come from? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah. Whether you truly can't remember, or you're just playing dumb, enough's enough. I haven't told a soul on the island. Not even Shoto. Told them, what, they're a mermaid, girl? And when I found you, washed up in the bay, you were already dead. Oh, that's how the 800. So we are an 800-year-old. What? See, or it could just be that mermaids themselves are immortal. I've seen my share of drowned bodies before. And no pulse, no breathing. Without a doubt, nothing but a corpse. Nothing could have saved him. Figures that was that. Turned around and called the police. Then, right before my eyes, your body mended itself. He started breathing again. So this isn't. So the time that she did. So the time that she died earlier was not the first time that she died. Interesting. Just as I told you before. I said he scared me good. That was because you suddenly came back to life. I only took you in because I realized there was no way you could be a regular human. That was the only reason, huh? I don't know what to say. Are you saying I can come back to life if I die? You really not know what you are. Maybe it's like in that movie, the one with the zombies. Maybe I'm one of those. You don't look rotten enough to be a zombie to me, but honestly, you can call it whatever you want. I did wonder why you took me in and treated me so well. Guess if I died and came back, then the reason you're being so kind is maybe partially out of fear. Well, yes. I want to know your secret. Also that. Okay, if I could figure out how you came back, it'd be worth a fortune. Makes sense? Doesn't mean I wanted to be rough with you. The plan was to let you settle in, and once you'd remembered, we'd talk. That was very gentlemanly of you. Thank you. I I did wonder if that was a one-off thing or something you could do again and again. Even thought about taking the blade to you to test it. But if it really was a one-off thing, that would have been too risky, so I decided to wait and see. Well, yeah, maybe not quite as gentlemanly as I thought. Anyway, things have changed now. There's no time to be kind anymore. Oh, goodness. I'm out of options. This is an emergency. Is this the sorcerer is saying? Or is this something with your collaboration with that bajillionaire? I don't want this to get ugly. First, I want you to hear me out, okay? Alright. Anything that's suddenly appearing? I want to see what she has to think. I've got a bad feeling about this. I really don't want weird rumors going around. Ever since I was a youngin', I've had support from a certain benefactor. Yup. Getting this far in one lifetime. All my money, connections, and success. It was all thanks to his backing and advice. Why bring this up now? Be quiet and listen. Those who owe him call him Kakudono, title given to those elevated above the cloud. That's how highly we regard him, but he does not regard you in that highly of a manner, unfortunately. Elevated above the clouds? Sounds pretty important. Sure is. He's from an old noble family, a real big shot, with lands and businesses all over the prefecture. Anyway, I met with him yesterday, and I ended up telling him about you. About me? Figured nobody would believe me if I told them about a girl who could resurrect herself from the dead. Just mentioned it in passing, expecting him to laugh it off and move on. But to my surprise, Kakudono was real interested, asking all kinds of things. I don't like where this is going. Yeah, me neither. I haven't even said anything bad. Maybe, but it sounds like you're about to say he wants you to hand me over him or something like that. Well, you're not wrong. Kakudono demanded I give you to him. You know it. He wouldn't take no for an answer. Even putting a deal on the table was hard to refuse. Still told him no, right? Unfortunate. I know you're strong enough to tell him no. Aww. Your silence is scaring me now. What's that face supposed to mean? Are you The deal must have been... That deal must have been really... Something that really scared him. It seemed that Uncle Kadono has quietly been researching immortality for years. Immortality? He's pretty serious about it too. Says even the smallest rumors are worth looking into. Last year, when all that Rite of Resurrection nonsense was going on in Tokyo, he used the opportunity to gather information. Ayo, callback! I've never even heard of it. Is it that big a thing? If I'd known he was so interested, I would never have brought him. So you're saying you couldn't refuse him? Anyway, let's just say I'm in a bit of a situation with no easy way out now. Hand him over or something bad happens to him. It would be if there's a way not to take the deal, so I pleaded with him to give me more time. I knew you'd come through, thank you. Which brings me to what I need to ask you, Sono. If you stop hiding things and tell me everything you know, I won't make this harder than it has to be. Oh, wow. Well, this is not a negotiation. Tell me, have you heard people on the island talk about the curse of the raging waves? The raging waves? That doesn't sound like a very nice curse. If you haven't heard of it, let me explain. Wait, so the disaster 5 years ago, that was all because of this curse? Interesting. So it skipped. I wonder if it wouldn't have skipped it, like if there was dialogue that they skipped over because of it was because of having gone down the other paths first. And it was created from the lingering resentment of all the people who died on Taishima 400 years ago? If that's true, it must be a very powerful curse. No doubt about that. No doubt. That's where you come in, Sato. I believe you're the one calling the curse down upon us. You're the Raging Waves curse bearer. Oh, we know now that there is that nobody actually bears it. That it's just at the bottom of the sea. But yeah, Wakamura does not know that. You can't be serious. Timing fits perfectly. Things started taking a turn for the worse right after you arrived. More than anything, I know you're not human. Just admit it. You're the one bringing this goddamn curse to the island. Absolutely not. You don't know anything about it, I swear. You've got the wrong person. I was willing to wait until I understood how you came back to life, but now I'm out of time. Whether you don't know or you're just playing dumb, I don't care anymore. I just need you to get rid of the goddamn curse. If you do, I'll never mention any of this again. You can even keep living here, watching as much TV as you like. I'll cover for you as long as you need. But I also interesting. Let's say I'd assume very well because yeah, we could say we don't have the curse and then get rid of it, but yes, I didn't even know about the curse, let alone how to get rid of it. I'd love to take you up on the offer, but I just don't know how. So even the one who brought this curse upon us doesn't know how to lay it to rest. And I suppose I have no choice but to take Ungakudono's deal and hand you over. You see, Ungakudono claims he already knows how to break the curse. Why would he know that? I warned him about the curse many times, I suppose he must have dug into it. I suppose you'll have to be an offering. Uh-oh. An offering? You mean like a sacrifice in this day and age? Surely there's a way to save Kamishima that doesn't involve killing anyone? We can find a more humane route. You really think he'd just hand over that information while he's got leverage? Use your head. Can't help, then refusing his method of lifting the curse isn't on the table anymore. It means there has to be a price. That's just how deals work in the business world. I don't care about the business world. Come now, you think you have a choice? Yes, I don't want to give up my body to someone researching immortality. He could kill me. That's the thing. There's no need for you to worry about that. You won't stay dead. You'll live through whatever happens, won't you? Why are you so happy about this? I refuse. I have a promise I have to keep, no matter what. You. All you do is eat, sleep, and watch TV every day. What promise could you possibly have to keep? Well, I can't say. Not right now. What nonsense. You're just saying whatever to save yourself. You realize you're choosing to stand against protecting everyone on the island from disaster. You really want that on your conscience. Not to mention you're the cause of this mess to begin with. It's time to take responsibility. No, that's not true. You're blaming the wrong person. You live here and eat at our expense for months, then refuse one request? Unbelievable. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Handover's tomorrow night, the 8th. Transport boat will slip out of the port. Interesting. Interesting timing. That's when the curse came about. So then, do as you like. Don't bother trying to escape the island. I told the ferry not to let you board. There's nowhere on this island my eyes don't reach. If I'd done this 5 years ago, maybe I could have stopped it. I won't make the same mistake. Oh, so we can move now. I'm going out for a bit. Fine. Talk to whoever you want. It won't change a thing. No one here will defy my decision. Maybe you, Sabo. There's someone who would. Southern coast. Is it possible to go in the water? Try to swim? I panicked came all the way out here, but what the hell am I supposed to do? Whatever happens, I still have to keep the promise I made to Tsukasa yesterday. Hey, Sato. Huh? Finally caught up. Do you have a minute? Your turn. Oh, he could probably help. That would make sense. Well, let me take a hydration. There we go. I had something I wanted to ask you, too. Oh, go ahead. Man, these areas are so pretty. This wide beach lies on the southeastern side of the island. It's blanketed by the sound of waves. Wait, haven't we found more than 5 mockingbirds now? Oh, we've only found 4. Okay. So there's a reward at 5 and 20 for fun bonus content. Well, let's see if there's probably not one here, because it's like a beach. Tetsuro came back from Tokyo about 2 weeks ago to visit his family here. I was already staying at the Wakamura residence, so that's when we first met. Ever since then, he's been checking in on me a lot. He's really concerned about me. Huh, does he know something? He's not a bad person at all. I can see why so many people like him. For some reason, it feels like we come from completely different worlds. Like we see things in a completely different light. To be honest, I feel there's a kind of distance between us as people. Your topic. So I wanted to let you know. Sorry. Overheard your conversation with my old man. Oh. Did? How much did you hear? Pretty much the whole thing, I think. That house really has paper-thin walls. Heard about the curse, the sacrifice. You coming back to life. Then, yeah, you pretty much heard everything. Honestly, you caught me completely off guard. Can't believe my old man's going on about all that. It's also ridiculous. I mean, who actually buys into that kind of superstition? Don't worry, Sato. I won't let him do this. I'm on your side. There's no place for something as ridiculous as sacrifices in this day and age. Oh, okay. Oh, he must have. Oh, yeah, she assumed that. Right, I almost forgot. It was something you wanted to talk about too. So we did. I know this is a bit sudden, but I was wondering if you have some time later this afternoon. What for? He invited me to something? Not exactly, just something a little complicated I want to talk about. We can just talk right here and now. I still need some time to prepare. I think I see how it is. Sure this is the time for that, though? Don't you have bigger things to worry about? Well, yes, but even so, I really want you to be there. It's important. Alright, I'll be there. Just tell me when and where. Thank you. How about 1 p.m. down by the bay? Got it. I'll be there. Anyway, this gives me a good chance to keep my promise with Sakasa. Anyone new pop up? Oh, we looked at the ocean. The sea's so calm today. Just like yesterday. Hard to believe a curse could do anything to break this solace. Well... Oh, we haven't looked at the rocks. I believe that big rock on the coast is called Sencho Iwa. It means something like thousand-fold rock, and it's a bit of a local landmark. Anyway, you don't need to worry, Sato. I'll be your knight in shining armor. Not gonna be sacrificed for any. That's very reassuring. Thank you. Honestly, the world of science as advanced as ours taught curses, sacrifices, and immortality. It's just nonsense. I think my old man has finally lost it. Pretty sure it's all the influence of that so-called sorcerer from Tokyo. Honestly, it's disgraceful. Is it? It would be hilarious if it's Gamyodo. Please let it be Gamyodo. I hadn't even remembered. I hadn't even remembered about that. But I did replay Paranormasight 1. Please let it be Gamyodo. That would be hilarious. See, no, after hearing all that, I confronted him. Gave him a pretty firm piece of my mind. He did? Spoke to Mr. Wakamura? Sure did. Told him flat out that you weren't going to be a sacrifice for anything. Things got pretty heated after that. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You didn't have to go that far for me. Well, you see, I actually have my own reason for not wanting to lose you to some silly sacrifice. Sato. Yes? Is he gonna say what I think he's gonna say? I'll be direct. Once this whole mess is over, would you consider dating me? With marriage in mind, yeah, I thought it was gonna be dating. Huh? I thought it was gonna be us. Wait, you and me? I didn't see that one coming. You carry yourself so much more calmly than other girls. There's something elegant, almost regal about you. It's such a pleasure to see. I feel like I'd do anything if it was for you. You're the first woman that's ever made me feel this way. I'm a bit worried about where this is going. I think us being here had to be fate. We were destined to find each other. Wow, I don't believe in curses, but you believe in fate? Touché, but this time, I feel like I have no choice. Well, I assume that's how Wakamura felt, looking at her body coming back to life, but again, Shotaro didn't see that. So listen, head back to Tokyo next week. I was hoping you'd come with me. Ah, Tokyo. Let's think it over, okay? I think it'll be a great chance for you. Damn, this is not fair. Dropping down on me right after saying help save me. Frankly, I'm not interested at all, but if I reject him here and he takes it badly, I might lose his support. Just have to buy some time for now. I need some time to think it over. Oh, so you're open to the idea, at least. That's great. Glad to hear it. What did he just say? Tsukasa. How long have you been there? Didn't know you were there, Tsukasa. Have you been eavesdropping on our secret conversation? It's not very polite. Secret conversation? So that's really how it is. Sato, I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Wait, Tsukasa, it's not what you think. Oh goodness, I really am the worst. I'm so clueless. Tsukasa, wait. What was that? I'm sorry, I have to go. Goodness. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Oh, there's the timeline. There we go. That took us a while. But now we actually have our full timeline set. Whoa. Okay, yeah, now we have the memories of the last summer here. Alright. Confession. Shotaro asked Sata to start a relationship with the intention of eventually marrying her. Tsukasa, who happened to be there, is taken aback by what she heard and runs away. Sata chases after her to clear up the misunderstanding. August 7th, 1980X. Corey Gate. Can't do this. It's not fair. Hey, Tsukasa, listen. You're okay. There's still a chance. No, there isn't. Oh, it's honest. Sato, what's going on? Well, there we go. I'm sorry, I can't explain right now. Oh, we're seeing the other side of this. Come on, we're drawing too much attention here. Okay. Oh, hey. Funny we chose here. You feeling a little better now? Yeah, sorry. None of this is your fault, Sato. I know that. Now we've missed the meeting time, too. Shotaro's probably out there looking for us. Yeah, we'll find him later and apologize. Alright. Once more. Oh. Hold on. Okay, for whatever reason, my controller stops working there for a second. These are the ruins of an old building called the Kantokusha Ruins. Oh, hold on just a second. I have to swap my headset battery. I'll keep talking as I do it, because that'll still go over. People hardly ever come here anymore. Let's see. Tsukasa. Oh boy. Tsukasa was in pieces earlier, but at least she seems to have calmed down a bit now. I mean, after something like that, of course she'd be upset. So you're saying that today was the first time he ever said anything like that to you? Yep. I had no idea he'd be confessing out of the blue like that. I mean, I get it now. I know you aren't interested in him, but... I guess I really am just still a kid. I don't have the confidence to confess like that. Getting married, going to Tokyo together, that's way too much for me to even begin thinking about. Yeah, he just skips several steps ahead. I guess guys from the city are just like me. Still, you handled it so calmly. I was seriously impressed. If you say so. You're so calm and collected. I swear I can hardly believe you're the same age as me. I wish I could stay that calm. Although, you seem a bit different too. Did something happen? I only really caught the tail end of your conversation back there. Oh, well, honestly, it's been quite a day. But I was planning to tell you everything. Tell me what? You're kind of scaring me with that serious look. Oh, this is the place for serious conversations. Well, what I'm about to tell you is going to sound completely insane for all sorts of reasons. But every word of it is true. I need you to believe me, okay? Okay. Scary. This morning, Mr. Wakamura came to me. What? I don't even... You can't be serious. You're gonna be offered up as a sacrifice tomorrow. And what? Some cursed storm is coming to the island and you died and came back? Are you actually being serious? Yeah? Or at least Mr. Wakamura is completely convinced that's the case. Kyotaro said it was all nonsense. He didn't believe a word of it. Nuh-uh, this is not okay. This is all seriously messed up. Wait, hold on. I'm going into files. I want to see 800-year-old immortal. I want to see what happens when they're revived and the conscience presides from the soul body from the head. Yeah, okay. Okay, so if she was... Well, the thing is... Yeah, so it is possible that the memories are erased. I was thinking, like... Because it says here, the consciousness presides both over the soul and the body from the head. But her head did not seem to be cut off. It's possible that the head was cut off, then it regenerated, and it regenerated, and then she washed up. Said before you didn't really remember much about your past, right? But claiming that you died, that has to be bullshit. Sato, why aren't you saying anything? Did we remember something? Don't think I can keep hiding the truth about myself much longer. Yeah, she deserves to know. I should tell her. About me. About my past. Interesting. Hello? Sato, you okay? Well, I don't know. Okay, we're not ready just yet. So things have gotten a bit messed up now. But I still think you need to tell Shotaro how you feel. You really think so? But he's clearly into you, not me. I mean, I don't think his feelings are just gonna flip once you tell him. In fact, I'd be even more worried if he changed his mind that easily. I guess that's true. That said, letting him know your feelings is the best way to have him realize you're an option for him. I'm pretty sure up until now, he just hasn't been paying attention. He hasn't noticed all the great stuff about you. He realizes I'm an option? I'm not so sure that's a problem. You never know. Even if he doesn't respond to you right away, his feelings could always change over time. Just look at you. You're cute, you're smart, and you're a great person. You've got every reason to be confident. You're making me blush. It does sound convincing coming from you. I mean, I was totally ready to just throw it out there to see what would happen and all. But now you're starting to make me think I might actually have a shot. Exactly. No need to rush. Just take your time and let both of your feelings develop. Thanks, Sato. You're right. I can't just give up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell. You really are good at this, Sato. You must be super experienced with all this. Of course I am. They don't call me a living encyclopedia for nothing. Oh yeah, Miss Encyclopedia. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot too. So, did you finish writing the love letter? Well, I did finish it, but I ripped it up and threw it away. Oh, damn. Don't worry, I'll write another one today. It's probably a good thing I gotta redo. First one was all me anyway. Yeah, that's the spirit. I suppose I'll need one more thing, Sato. You'll need to invite Shotaro over for me again. That I can do. I'll get him to come even if it kills me. Thanks. I'd rather you didn't get killed over this. Well, we're about to tell her. Yeah. Time to rewrite that love letter. Okay. Time to give her a big rundown. All that said, I feel like whatever's going on with you is way more serious. Yeah, about that. You think we can talk for a bit? I have something important to share. Well, that's serious face again. Kinda scaring me. So, truth is, some of my memories have started coming back. Just a few. Wait, really? That's great. So, what do you remember? Well, I want to keep this just between us for now. Is that okay? Yeah, of course, totally. Earlier, you said you couldn't believe we were the same age. Yep. 800-year-old mortal time. You were right. The truth is, although I might look quite young, I've actually been around for a very long time. Oh, so that's what you've been hiding. I knew something was up. I knew it. So how old are you? Already 20? No, a little older than that. Well, I need to guess even higher. Right then, let's take a big jump. 23. I guess I lied. It's actually a lot older than that. I think at least. A lot older? Now I'm not sure where to guess. You're not gonna tell me you're secretly Spacing Grandma, are you? Yep, that's about right. Huh? So that part about me dying and coming back? There might be some truth to that, too. Huh? So in other words, actually an immortal girl with an immortal body. Nice to meet you. There's no way! Man, silence. Are you actually being serious here? Yep. Completely serious. I mean, I always thought you said some pretty weird things. But this one takes the cake. That is for sure. That is absolutely for sure. Guess you did always kind of have a strange vibe about you. Hearing this does sort of make sense. But, like, how did that even happen? Well, it's so long ago I barely remember. But long ago, for some reason I can't quite remember, I ended up eating the flesh of a mermaid. Flesh of a mermaid? Oh, I've actually heard stories about that. Eating mermaid flesh is supposed to make you immortal, right? Exactly. That's the stuff. No way. So the stories were real? So you did have the mermaid... Well, I'm totally forgetting how... It's mermaid flesh that has been... something with the Tama Tobacco. Oh yeah, after being cursed by a mermaid, that's different. Yeah, you've been cursed by one. Ingest part of the parts of the body. Ingest part of the body and meets certain conditions, which was, bring all this. You have to put it inside of a Tama Tobacco. So, you must have some connection with the Minakuchis. You have an immortal body and you've been alive for who knows how long? Are you the, like, original descendant then? Check out the Samakawas. The name changed. That sums it up. How old are you really? I'm actually not too sure. I'm not really the forgetful type, but I think there was just a human limit to how much I could ever remember. Even when living normally, you wind up forgetting stuff from a long time ago, right? Maybe I've been only alive 17 years, so I wouldn't really know. Oh, yeah. I'm alive for more than 17 years, and I've forgotten quite a few things. The only memory I can remember probably goes back several centuries at least. Okay, so you probably are a Samakawa from Taishima. You really are an ancient grandma. I was only 17 when I ate the mermaid flesh, you know. So I wasn't exactly lying about my age. In terms of looks, I'm still a spry young 17-year-old. Well, sure, I can't argue with that. But you're saying you're actually immortal. I think that tops my surprises for today. You believe me? Of course, you joke around a lot, but I trust you when you say it's serious. Thank you. Anything spoopy happening? Nope. Okay, so what do we do next? Let's discuss it with her first. So if you really did become immortal from eating the flesh of a mermaid, then I guess handing you over to some bigwig like this Mukakudono actually starts to make sense. If I get it handed over to him, I'm pretty sure he'd figure it out. Who knows what could happen, right? That'd be bad news. No telling what he'd do after that. And if it's the truth, I guess there's no point in making excuses either. Exactly. What about that curse of the raging waves? Is that true too? Pretty sure it's real too. I think I'm somehow connected to that place called Taishima that came up in the curse's story. Yeah, you are. You are. But even so, I don't think I caused the curse. At least, I hope not. They're saying you were on Taishima like 400 years ago, so are you... So you are... You... Is it just Samakawa? Or is it... Was it the tale of... Was it the tales of the Southern Sea disaster? No, that wasn't it. Yeah, where's the true history of invasion of Taishima? Akira Shitaka was the commander of the there we go. Komatsu Sadamume had the information, but no, here it is. Bokui well, no, that's a man. His adopted daughter, Princess Hatsune. Sumitaka. Two surviving islanders were Princess Hatsune and a man named Samakawa. Okay. Did it say that Princess, so it said Hatsune sacrificed herself. Ancestry, Harakage, he sealed. Sumitaka concocted a tale. Yeah, so then who is she if she survived? There's no record of that in that invasion of Taishima story. Because because there's no records of any women who survived who survived that. And Princess Hatsune was said to have sacrificed herself. Oh, did she eat it might have been, maybe did she eat the flesh beforehand? Did she eat the flesh beforehand and she just came back? Even so, I can't believe the old man just straight out said he was going to hand you over to me. We're trying to figure out how to get out of all that. I'm going to help you, obviously. Huh. How about you really do just run away to Tokyo with Shotaro? Rather not. There has to be a better way. Even as I said it, I realized I hadn't really thought it through. Let's take this one step at a time. Besides, I don't think the curse will just disappear if I leave the island. Yeah, even if you were the cause, that would mean they could just have picked you off the island, right? Kind of feels like the old man's trying to just pin everything on you. There has to be some reason behind it. Either way, if we could somehow stop this curse of the raging waves or whatever, probably solve all my problems. Probably, yeah, but how are we supposed to stop a curse? And you don't even know what it is. But that's where we come in. I always thought this curse stuff was just occult nonsense. I never thought it would be real. Well, they are. Spirits and curses really do exist. No doubt about it. It's totally normal to live with them way back when, so it surprised me that these days, everyone just acts like they're not real. No way. This is all so surreal. Well, I suppose you being here is already past surreal and into the mythical. Guess I gotta rethink what's normal. Yes, we do. Ooh, talk about something else. There's gotta be something else we can do. The only other people I really trust around here are Azami and Yuzu. We asked them. I bet they'd help. Would you rather I didn't tell them? I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd keep it secret, but yeah, I'd rather avoid telling anyone else. Yeah. Gotcha. Well then, maybe we could just hide out somewhere until tomorrow? Buy a little time. But where could we hide? Oh! I'm not sure if that's the right choice here. Not even sure if I should mention it. What is it? Whatever, you trusted me with your secret, so I guess it's only fair I share one too. You have a secret too? Keep this between us, okay? It's about my pa, actually. Wait, your dad? But I thought you grew up with just your mom. I did. That's why I got curious about who my pa was, and I started digging on my own. Didn't have much to go on, but I managed to piece it together. Maybe I got a knack for detective work. That's incredible. A detective, just like on TV. Anyway, turns out he's a very rich guy from Issei. Yeah, so this guy. Man, this guy had usually he's just returned to Ryugu supposedly. You are you're 17. So you're 53 years old when he had you, okay. Apparently way back, my mom used to work as a maid at his estate. Does that mean? You guessed it, I'm his illegitimate child. Ugh, that's tough. I mean, I kind of suspected it already, so it wasn't a huge shock or anything. Besides, he's been sending child support this whole time, so I'm grateful, honestly. Your life is really it really is like a TV show. Anyway, I've actually snuck off to meet him a few times. Now your dad, all on your own? And that wasn't a problem? Surprisingly, yeah. He was happy to see me. Even said he wanted to meet me too. Took me out for dinner a couple times and all. Oh, nice. But you're so smart and so cute. I can see why he'd be proud. Got no complaints about the life I have now with Mom. I'm not out to shake him down for cash and stir up trouble or anything. That said, I've never told Mom that I met with him. There's still bad blood there, apparently. That's not good. Nobody on the island knows about this. You're the first person I've ever told. Wow, this turned into a full-on secret swap. Anyway, worst case scenario, I thought we could just ask my pa for help. He's pretty rich, so he could probably arrange a place for you to hide for a while. It would help us find some time to look into this curse. It's quite the connection to have. Thanks for sharing with me. Having a place to lay low would be great, but will he be suspicious if we don't explain things? Honestly, I'm not sure. We either lie to him or risk telling the truth. Personally, I'd rather not lie to him. You think it's better to keep your secret even from my pa? Yeah, sorry. Really rather no one knew. I get it. If word got out, probably stir up a whole new mess. Yeah, it would. And yeah, she doesn't even realize that Wakamura has been working with them, so let's keep that as our last resort then. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's gonna happen. It's not gonna be good. Okay, so, oh, okay. More of what we do next. Kasa, I just had a thought. Yeah? What is it? This Ungakudono guy. He says he has a way to break the curse of the raging waves, right? Interesting. Got it. Yeah, sounds like it. That's what he's offering in exchange for you, right? Then, what if he somehow stole that from... Ooh, the plot thickens. Bold idea. You mean we fake the trade and swap it instead? Now, I mean, what if I just snuck into Unkakudono's place and took it? I don't think you sneaking in there is a good idea, but maybe the Tsukasa... I think Tsukasa can pull it off. We had our detective arc and now we're going undercover? Are we spies now? Okay, it's probably not very realistic. I do think it's a bit of a stretch. We don't exactly have the skills or intel for a spy mission. Still, if there is some way to break the curse, that'd solve everything. Exactly. Guess that means our best chance at the moment probably lies in your memory somewhere. Do you really not remember anything about what you were doing before you washed up on the island? No. Well, I now remember that I was on Taishima 400 years ago. Everything between then and waking up here is completely blank. I'm guessing I might have been asleep somewhere for the last 400 years or something like that. Damn. How'd something like that even happen? You think it's connected to whatever happened to Taishima? She's been asleep for 400 years. So this probably has something to do with the next stage of the plan then. Of the Samakawa plan. Probably. Still, sleeping for 400 years? That's just unreal. Feels like something out of a story. Maybe you came from Ryugu or something. I'm gonna drink. I mean, you fit into our society so naturally, it's hard to believe you're not from the same era. I was quite lost at first, but I didn't want to cause a scene, so I tried really hard to fit in. Everything had changed so much. There were surprises around every corner. It was pretty overwhelming at first. I can imagine. It's like that old tale of Urashimi Taro. It came back and centuries had gone by, yep. Oh yeah, now you mention it, it is quite similar. I'm amazed the tale of Urashima Taro is still being told even now. You know what amazed me the most? TV. It is incredible how much I could learn from it. Aha, so that's why you're always glued to the TV. Still, that's amazing. Can't believe you managed to blend in so naturally just from watching TV. Yeah, it's actually easier than I expected. Felt more like visiting a country with a different culture than jumping through time. I guess since I barely remembered anything from my past, there wasn't much to get in the way of learning new stuff. Right, guess that's why you seemed a bit distant when you first arrived on the island. Oh, yeah. Sorry I was such a pain. You were just scared, right? You had no memories, and you were thrown into a completely different era. I was lucky, though. Everyone on the island was so kind. That helps a lot. Still, can't believe the old man wants to offer you as a sacrifice. That's so messed up. I wish you could remember a bit more about yourself, though. Aren't you even a little curious about who you were? Doesn't it worry you? Honestly, not really. I mean, it's probably just another person. Doubt I was anyone special. Yeah, okay, so I think you are the princess now. Say that. You never know. Well, either way, we'll just have to make a bunch of good memories for the new you. That sounds good. Even if these last few months have been filled with great memories for me. Hang on, I just realized. You really are immortal, Sato. Every time you said even if it kills me, you
kind of left out the part where that's not actually possible. Damn, you're right. That does sound bad now. Wait, no, it's the opposite. It means I'm so determined that I risk dying despite my immortality. Uh-huh, so coming from you, it actually carries even more weight. Got it. I think I spun that one pretty well. You know I can hear you, right? Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I just had to make sure, like, no mockingbird on the roof. You know what? I actually feel kind of relieved. Huh? Even after learning all this about me, you aren't treating me any different. Well, yeah, you're still you. Nothing's really changed for me. Thank you. I'm glad I could tell you the truth. Usually when people find out, they freak out and quickly pull away. I was worried you'd do the same. Yeah, I mean, I can see why some people might distance themselves if they found out. Wait a second. Didn't they win in the story? In that story, didn't it say that he took in a daughter? Yeah, adopted daughter. Who was also living and hiding on Taishima at the time for other reasons. Yup. Okay, yup, you are absolutely Princess Hatsune. And yeah, that's why you sacrificed yourself. Because you knew you'd come back. Eventually. Yusa's mom was total junk when people started blaming her. Huh? Anyway, don't worry. I won't tell a soul. Your secret's safe with me. Interesting reaction you just had there. Hey, you said Yusa's mom was shunned for something? All Suyu ever told me is that she passed away in the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster 5 years ago. Ah, right. You wouldn't know about it. I mean, I guess it's not exactly something you want to share with the guests to the island. Huh? Truth is, they pinned the blame for that whole disaster on her. Said it was Mare's fault. What? Seriously? But why? No idea. People just started saying she was some kind of bad omen or something. She never really fit in on the island, but there was no reason to treat her like that. That's probably why things felt so tense when Yusa came back to the island a few months back. Figured folks were just joking around, so I didn't think too much of it. It's so cruel, even after she's gone. Also, I am now just realizing that Wakamura is telling both Yusa and Sato that they're the ones responsible. And so, yeah, it's definitely, there's definitely some manipulation going on. You know, it's quite similar to what's happening with you right now. The old man called you the same thing they called her. What was it? The Raging Waves curse bearer? They said Mario was the source of the curse too? Yeah, no, he's really jumping around. That is weird. What does it mean? Yeah, and we know why he's jumping around, because there is no bearer of the Raging Waves curse. Man, this is really cool. I'm actually really glad that I diverted from Sato's story earlier. Because, man, we're piecing things together now, and I'm sure that it would have happened, like, the other way around, too. But still, I'm liking this order of things. Could it be Yusa's mom was actually like you? Like, she was also immortal? Huh? And maybe she didn't really go missing, but was actually sacrificed as Ukakudona? But Mr. Wakamura said he won't make the same mistake from 5 years ago. So I don't think that's it. Right. Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. Still, wonder if Yusa or Suyu knows anything about this curse of the Raging Waves. Yeah, not exactly an easy topic to bring up, but we don't really have any other leads. Let's go talk to Suyu. We can ask her about Mara and the curse. But wait, if Yusa's mom really was this curse bearer or whatever, that means she dragged not only herself and her family, but the whole island into the storm. That's kind of a scary thing to think about. Yeah, I can't imagine she did it on purpose. Well, we know she was trying to clear it now. Maybe at the very least she didn't know about it, but even then, it's still awful. Either way, the outcome was still a terrible one. No, this curse bearer stuff has to be total bull. I'm not buying. Yep, I couldn't agree more. But then, where did all these curse bearer rumors come from in the first place? There's gotta be a way to prove they're unfounded. Bet you anything was that so-called sorcerer the old man's been talking to. Has to be. Maybe we could go shake it out of them till they admit it was all made up? A bit extreme, but we could pull it off and clear things up. Although, even if we prove you're not the curse bearer, they're still gonna come after you for being immortal. I guess so, yeah. They want me because I'm immortal, not just because of the curse. Mother again! Man, I really just want to believe all this curse bearer stuff is just nonsense. Alright, so we can move now. Okay. Come on, let's go talk to C. Yeah, we should apologize to Shotaro too. Oh, right. Man, this is a long chapter. This is a long chapter. I am gonna pause it here for right now. We're gonna save. Alright, let's go. See who to raid. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Who is live? Who is live right now? Let's go say hello. G Kill is live. Awesome. Let's go. Let us. Yeah. Although let's go. No, I haven't said hello to Zero in a while. Yeah, let's start Zero raid. Thank you all so very much for coming. I'll let you know when I'll be back. I don't when I know. You'll know when as soon as I know, you will know. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you next time. I see ya. Be kind, people, and bye, everybody. Woo! Away we go.
Truthful.